それの歴史が輝いて星座のよう線で結ぶ瞬間始まるレジェンドオーロラ揺らめく地区越えて飛び込む瞑想はスリッパロード On the road 誰も旅の途中本当の自分自身出会うため歩き続けるのさ今を We all travelers 僕の目の前に広がる9つの道はいつか重なって新しい夜明けへと続く道に変わるのだろう目撃せよジャネスダリケレンズ越しに切り取った景色を見つめても真実とは心の目の中に映るものさどこかで戦いの幕が開き僕という現実さらうハレーション On the road 旅に出る理由は世界が滅びる未来変えるためもっと強く夢を抱け We are all dreamers 僕の運命は必ず10度目に立ち上がったその時に新しい風通り抜ける道が開くのだろう目撃せよジャネスダリケ自分が瞬間ごとに決断するその全てで未来は理想にも絶望にも変わってゆくだからきっと信じた道走れ On the road 誰も旅の途中本当の自分自身出会うため歩き続けるのさ今を We all travelers 僕の目の前に広がる9つの道はいつか重なって新しい夜明けへと続く道に変わるのだろう目撃せよジャネスダリケ
Hello, chat. We're here, and I am trying a new little thing just to be able to spend time and actually be able to relax with everyone in chat, or try to. I have not built any form of model kit for probably the better part of, I'd say 5-ish years, I want to say. It's probably where I've been sitting at. Small adjustments, sorry. small things that need to be adjusted here. Because for whatever reason, my camera settings were reset. We'll have to heavily adjust those at a later point to get that to work correctly again. But yes, we're starting a little venture into a model kit, and what better spot than the man himself, Kamen Rider Decade. They are one more reveal and technically 2 more releases away from finalizing all 20 Heisei main rider lineups as model kits. They just announced Gaim about last week, and then the last one is going to be Kiva. So we are waiting on that. And oh boy, are we going to have some fun trying to figure out all this, aren't we? Got decals. That looks like some of the belt pieces, or a majority of the belt pieces. Armor. I guess armor or main body. Well, here's the easiest part, stand itself, and then, oh boy, the mask and weapons. And the instruction booklet. Don't need this, so we'll just get that out of here. Okay, I think first things first is just the instruction booklet, isn't it? Okay. It's one of these. Okay. So I think realistically we can just get the stand out of the way first. That's probably going to be the quickest and easiest one for us to do here. Let's get this one out of its little sleeve. Probably should have grabbed the trash can. I'll be right back, chat. Well, there's the scuff for this stream, hopefully. Hopefully no more scuff. And just to help us relax a bit more, chat, I am going to turn on some music that hopefully won't get me DMCA'd into outer space. Probably just turn that down a little more. And I think everyone can hear me just fine. Alright. There they are. We got big clippers, which is not exactly ideal, but clip the runners first. Oh wow, the shock literally just popped that one off entirely. Okay. Honestly, I think that these might be too big in general to do this. This will take a bit. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that this was gonna be a one stream thing. This is probably gonna take at least 2 or 3 streams probably. Let me find the stick. Oh boy. There goes the mic. More scuff. Alright, sounds good. Okay, chat. Time for you to not hear me for a bit. Hopefully that doesn't fall anymore. Okay, I see where all these are. I see where all these are. Let's continue onward for a bit, chat. This piece that goes here to attach to other bases pretty much. Yeah, this is a very weird feeling. Just saying, chat. This is a very, very strange feeling in terms of moving around.
Chipotle's carne asada is back.
I love ads. I love ads. I love ads. We all love ads. You know, chat, I forgot this song existed. So, Jojo, I think you're still there. Thank you. Chat, I feel like there's just some songs from our childhood that we just completely forget about until someone brings it back up. And it's just one of those days where you just want to sit back and listen to that song for hours on end. And there goes the mic again. Fuck. I hate this desk right now. It's not even a desk. It's one of those freaking tables that... It's one of those cheap tables that you can use for, like, picnics or stuff like that. Like, those cheap plastic foldable tables, because I'm still in a different setup currently. Such an irritating thing. I've been said that this thing would not work, and as usual, no one listens. Okay, what are those clear pieces for? So that's A. Very strange. Not entirely sure what these pieces are for. It's like they go on here like that, but for what reason? Back to the stand. Well, I guess we'll just put them like this. We'll just put them like this for now. And if we find the spot for them, we find the spot for them. But that would be... Just realized I put this stuff on reverse. Oops. Put these back there. And there we go. There's the stand. The action pose stand. Just get the easy part out of the way. Okay. What part is it going to ask me to start first? We're starting with the mask. You know, let's just get all of these out of their sleeves because the guiders themselves have the things we need to identify them. So let's just get these things out of here. If we can. Okay, so we're not ripping them. Cutting straight through. Just cut it straight through. And there goes the mic again. Fantastic. This thing's such a fantastic... I definitely need to get a new stand. Holy. The stand sucks. This desk. Cannot wait for a new desk on top of that. Just so many different things need to be changed. So many. Well, considering this stand is... I'd probably estimate about... I'd probably estimate about... Gosh, probably close to 7, 8 years now is the age of this thing. I would say so. Wow, that's unfortunate. Hold on. If you want to see it, chat, that's what the stand's looking like now. Hopefully that holds now. The rest of these I can rip now. Or not. There it goes again. The stand was built for a different mic initially, but most mic pieces are compatible with each other, so I was just like, okay, we'll just slap this on. Nope, this mic is much heavier than this stand anticipated, especially for its age, so it's not exactly having the best of times. Not exactly. Throw that there. Do I have something insanely heavy I can put on it? Just heavy enough. I already see it moving. Why is this thing such a pile of shit? Oh wow, so the foot of the stand just does not want to work anymore. That's fantastic. That's just fantastic. Be right back. we're just gonna have to deal with it as it goes, chat. We're just gonna have to do that because it's just refusing to stay. It's just, I don't have anything that will work with it, pretty much. Just a little upsetting. Oh, that's already popped. Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. That piece is already popped off. Let's look at the other one off. Okay. I guess gotta find those pieces then. This one requires a knife. All the miniature ride cards. Jesus Christ. It's not even technically all of them. Where'd I toss the instruction booklet? Let's find exactly what rail those pieces are on. So under E, yep, found this one. And then E, I assume, is this one. This is E2. So it's somewhere on here, I guess. Not exactly seeing that particular part. Nope, it's right here. Here you are, E1. Okay. Then this is just be able to slot in. There we go. That's one. Here's two. And then these stickers. Oh boy. I see why they recommend tweezers now. I see the reason. Am I gonna get some? Nope. We just do it.
Hi, this is Chantrice, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A honey pepper pimento chicken sandwich is the richness.
Am I meant
of
to
the
be a
pimento
professional
cheese.
with this?
No, actually, the mild spiciness of the jalapeno peppers. No.
Care ad. There we go. That one is done.
I said at the about moving the line. You can make that promise.
There we go. The Neo Deca driver. I have to do these off camera slightly because I cannot try to place these stickers on camera that far away. Fuck. Come on, up. Thank you. There we go. Got it off the sheet. I'm not gonna need it in a second here, so we'll toss it in a second. In all honesty, chat, just to help me, I had this out to make sure I'm doing this in the right direction. We ballin'. And yeah, this will take a while, 100%. Like I said, I did not expect this to be done in a singular stream. If I manage to do even half of this in a singular stream, that is literally just I am speed, I guess. Come on. I could just plucked off there. Now we go in deeper. Ever so slightly. Nip the rest of the runner off. There we go. Trash. And this doesn't have any more, so trash that. Ugh. Okay, so we need this D2 piece here. Quickly learning what parts are best to cut and where, which is good. Where is F? That's B, C, so C1 and 2. F, okay. And it's F1 piece 3. I'm very glad that this is a snap together kit instead of a proper kit where you have to glue things together, because I don't think I could do that. Okay. That. And snug it in that way? Yes. C2, so frame C2, parts 25 and 24 are now required. This is C1, C2, 24, 25 right here. Look at that. Look at that. Oh boy, okay. Here comes the annoying part. Already stickers. Are you kidding? Is it the reflective piece? I'm pretty sure it's probably the reflective piece. Wherever the stickers went. Oh no. That's not exactly good.
Red Bull gives you wings.
There they are. Okay, they just fell over here. Cool. Yes, they are the reflective eye pieces. Okay, sure. So we need to go to C1. 1 through 6. Okay. Clipping these away. So 1 and 2. So they are the outer pieces. Here. Why is this so difficult? Am I putting it on the wrong side? I might be putting it on the wrong side. No, I was putting it on the right side. This thing's just annoying to put in, I guess. There we go. We're getting there, chat. We're getting there. We are indeed getting there. That one slotted in a lot easier. Okay. Just go all the way into the back. Go. Huh, funny. So these are the middle pieces. Here? Or why did I just cut that? Oh! No, that's right. Okay, hold on. C1, 3 goes here. looks right. Just trying to get these things in.
Realtor.com is the #1 app real estate professionals trust. So when you're buying or selling a home, Realtor.com's Real Estimate gives you 3 independent valuations, so you know what a home is really worth. Real Choice Selling lets you choose from multiple agent proposals. Because when
Oh my god. Why? Thank you. Holy crap. A lot of these smaller pieces are going to be done off camera. Because it just does not want to cooperate. Why are you randomly so difficult? Okay. We'll go back to that piece in a second here. There we go. Kind of. Still needs to go further back. This piece like to cooperate now that all your brothers are in? Well, most of your brothers? Why is it this one random piece that is difficult? Why? Oop. I guess that did it. I guess that works.
As a Publix corporate associate, your expertise and decisions will drive us forward.
Jesus Christ. Oh, come on. This one piece is not sticking in there correctly. Okay. Honestly, I think that's the best I can get it. Got one more piece, being 9. Oh my god. Get in there, Jesus Christ. There. God, that looks so weird on camera. Okay. We need the silver stickers next, I think. Yes. Is this double-sided tape? Is that what this is? I think that's what this is. No? I think I'm just stupid. No, it has to be double-sided tape, right? Oh, and this sticker was supposed to go on first. Now it's gonna be a pain and a half to actually put this on. Oh my god. This is such delicate fucking work. Because my dumbass decided to wait to put this sticker on. God. Chat, this is why reading is important. This is why reading is very, very important. So you can avoid these mistakes. Also, holy crap, this sticker does not want to stick. It's in your name, you have one job. You have one job. How are you not sticking? Is it because the oil in my hand fucked with the adhesive? I'm going to be really annoyed if that's the case. Okay, as for Decade's eyes, how do I get these things to pop in correctly? And hold. Are these actually double-sided stickers? Is this double-sided tape? I feel like I'm just being incredibly stupid here, chat. Like, incredibly smooth-brained. Okay, you know what? We're gonna do something called Google. I see what it is. Okay. It looks like the eyes have had issues. Everyone's had issues with the eyes, so I'm probably gonna talk to my friend and get him to glue the eyes on for me. But that's just as the head done then. We'll just leave it at that, because I'm not doing anything further on that. Fuck that. I'm not trying to bang my head to a brick wall. One moment, chat. It looks like my friend is somewhat available.
Gotta catch 'em all in the Pokemon trading card game Scarlet and Violet 151. Available now.
My friend is on the case. While we wait for him, we're just gonna continue working. Where are we at? Right. 20 and 21. 20 and 21 right here. Right here, chat. My friend is recommending glue, which miraculously I do not have. Pop. This will click there. 19 and 18. Where did I just... Right here. So my friend just popped into stream. Here you go. Yeah, that just does not stick. It just refuses to stick. And it's not like I don't have the pieces pretty much all the way in. They are essentially all the way in, as far as I can get them. These just do not stick on here. That way. These have to point so that the pieces are open, out. For your knowledge, buddy, it is Final Fantasy. It's just lo-fi that my friend sent me. Back to C1. Maybe 7 and 8 right here. Yeah, I feel like everyone's had trouble with these eyes. Because the way that these things clip do not work correctly. It's not a big enough clip portion to do that. And yet they expect you to do it anyway. So we're gonna need sticker again, 4 and 5 for those pieces. And a bit here. D. This is A. Is this D right here? Yeah, that's C too. Okay. I did notice the stickers, so we will be doing that in a bit here. It's a question of how do I attach this thing correctly. Okay, looks like that. And this goes over here. Squeeze these pieces together tightly. That is being churned out very quickly, and I'm happy. Shuffle these. I hate peeling cross-shaped stickers because, Jesus, if I fucking pull too hard, they rip immediately.
There's a quiet place in my embrace, a haven of safety where I'll dry your tears.
What the fuck?
Shelter here.
Friend just said that he'll let me borrow acrylic. Bro, if I barely have enough stability in my hands and fingers to put decals on, how do you expect me to paint this thing? I appreciate the offer, but like, how would you expect me to paint that? My hands are shaky to begin with. Well, figure out where that goes. Okay, we go back to A. Should be this one, right? This one's A. Yes. 11, 12. Oh, there goes that piece. Onto the ground. A. Eight and 9. So these pieces here. There we go.
YouTube Premium is ad-free.
Don't care ad.
Harrison.
It used to feel like a fairy tale. Now it seems we were just pretending. We fix our world and on our way to a happy ending. Then it turns out life is far less like
Okay.
better.
Just keep going.
Then it's tragedy with no big reveal of the hero's glory. And it seems we
I appreciate the concern, friend. But I've always just had shaky hands. Just from, not entirely sure from what, but I've almost always had shaky hands, which is a wonderful as to how I can snipe with Widowmaker half the time. It makes me wonder. Okay. We'll go right arm next. D1. 4 and 5. I'll be this piece. And D6 is right there.
Worth living for. Everything
Alright.
is broken. The light's not
Okay, so
there anymore. And the
slot these together.
story takes an unexpected turn. A friend is suddenly gone. We can cry our lives away, but if they were here, they'd say, go forward, you must keep
D2,
moving on.
7. Oh, thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid, Morgana. Holy Christ. Okay, yeah, no, I deserve that. We came to raid your house. I'd appreciate if you didn't. Hello. We are... Oh my god, hello, another raid. Thank you, Atluma. Thank you, Morgana. Thank you, Atluma. I came to steal your clock. The funny thing, I don't have a clock. I don't actually have a clock. Thank you for the raid, you two. Oh my god, were you two collabing together? Is that what happened? Jesus Christ. Just the double raid back to back, huh? Thank you. Thank you, Jojo, for doing that piece for me. Hello, Raiders. There's not much to be said right now. Sorry. We're just kind of working on a new little thing. Being, our first real model kit. I've never really worked on model kits. At least, not as much as I used to. Thank you for the follow, Athluma. I think there might be a cooldown, Jojo. I don't know what's happening. But yes, we are working on Kamen Rider Decade currently. And there's a very specific reason for that being, well, if I am not judging a specific YCS, I will be going to the YCS dressed as Tsukasa, and we're gonna have a lot of fun doing that, I hope. Yes, so we are making Kamen Rider Decade, hopefully going to make this a regular occurrence. Just, I pick a time and something to be able to work on models, and specifically the Heisei Riders, because Gaim has just been revealed for January release, and after that, we have literally one rider left before the Heisei era model kits are all revealed. Every single one of them. And the last one is, well, Kiva.
Kamen Rider is truly that old, huh?
I figured you joined. I thought I heard you.
Yeah, you thought well. I just let you finish your idea. Because honest to God, looking back at the history of Kamen Rider, it's quite interesting to see the evolution of not only design but budget to a degree.
Yeah. Budget has very much. Well, actually, in all honesty, budget has actually remained relatively the same. The thing that changed was technology more than anything. So.
There's so many fucking Kamen Riders. I think we hit the triple digits long ago.
Um. I mean, possibly. The hard part is that it's a question. You always have to ask, who's canon for one, and for two, were they even counted as writers? Because, alternative, a lot of people don't count as a writer because, well, for odd reasons, and the man was a strange occurrence in Ryuki to begin with, so. Already just a very strange character to begin with in Ryuki, so. Not entirely sure people's thoughts / feelings towards how alternative is, and it's strange because they even call him writer alternative or something similar like that. So it's just like, okay, are we counting him as a writer or are we not? Can we make up a decision here? So we have weird cases like that. And like I said, question is, do we count them towards canon? Do we count transfers of writers? Because I believe it was Stronger who did some unsavory things, to say the least, and is currently.
Oh shit!
Well, the civilian actor at least did some unsavory things, and he's There's a reason why he hasn't shown up in civilian form in a long time.
Does it start with the letter P?
Potentially. I don't remember the exact unsavory act off the top of my head.
That is to be expected. Because why would you keep storing in your memory something like that, I guess? So, here's a fun little question. How fucked are we in the future for Yu-Gi-Oh?
In terms of what?
Back mutation.
Not at all, to be frankly honest with you. Because we have two cards that basically read the same thing, except ever so slightly more restrictive. In one sense, being attribute. And they're not doing shit. What am I building? I'm building the model kit for Kamen Rider Decade.
Yeah, I literally compared that I fucking compared mutation to literally, this is duality.
No, not duality, because duality is 100% not searchable currently. Not unless you do something like Left Arm's Offering, and if you do that, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah,
anyway.
technically this is searchable. Technically,
this is searchable by thrust. The closest one is Shadow's Light.
Shadow's Light?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're going, yeah.
We can literally look at both examples. Are all three of the cards that we have named obscenely good? Yes, there's a reason why they're just they have such good calls and good things to go into, but you have the issue of you're not able to search them pretty much at all.
Yeah, and this I think falls into that same category of Jesus Christ, this thing is so good. Who's gonna use it?
And people are like, oh, what about desires? What about prosperity? What about... So here's the difference between those. One has a fairly harsh restriction. The other has 0. And if you say banishing as cost is a restriction, no. No, it is not.
Choose what to banish. For prosperity.
Yes, for prosperity you get to choose what to banish. Desires, you'd only run desires in a deck that ran multiples of literally everything, so why would you ever question that at that point? It's just... We're just at that weird point, to be honest. We are at the very weird point.
Yeah, we're at the point of this card is not searchable. Therefore, even though it has a very good effect, why bother?
Like, I was testing Shadow's Light, and yes, is it great and helpful in very specific scenarios? Absolutely. But how often have those scenarios come up? Wish it was more often than it currently is.
I think we have like a few more cards from Phantom Nightmare that need to be released, right?
Yes,
there are a few more slots.
There's a few.
And I think it's just gonna be like filler draws or something like that. Who knows?
No, it is. It's gonna be filler or generic usability cards than anything. But again, those cards are only usable to a certain degree.
Now, this is interesting, right? We do not have a mass amount of fucking hand traps or board breakers that we can consider. All right, this goes into the main or this goes into the side, right? Like, what did we genuinely have this year? We had Kurikara, but it took Kurikara how long to be good?
Basically an entire year.
Yeah, it took Kashtira to make that card into the monster that it is today.
And only because of the fact that Arise Hard is mandatory. But then, Arise Hard is now banned. So
what does that make Kurikara now? Still a good card, but not as good as it used to be.
Now it's just there to out a purely board if the purely player does not see that shit coming.
And then we have Daruma Cannon, which basically says, I take care of links and towers.
So here's the funniest thing, by the way.
Is there?
So Testina's new portion of its strategy was revealed through the set introduction. And,
ooh.
Well, let's put it lightly, shall we? It actually gives the archetypal win con.
Wait, did they actually? Wait, how bad is it though? Knowing Konami, it's a floodgate.
Well, not quite. It continues the theme of how the deck wants to play of, oh, I'm going to try to book the entire board and clean up from there. Except, you know how some cards will refuse to be booked, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they made it so that you'll gain advantage off of the ones that refuse to bow, because that's the idea.
Do you get a free search or draw from it?
I think you get more OTK potential, actually.
That sounds amazing.
Like, I'm gonna use an old Bionicle commercial quote actually for this one.
Go for it.
Surrender or run.
With an empty board, I summon a Victory Dragon. Response: quit.
It's literally just surrender or run. Now, will it actually make the strategy meta? I have no idea. I don't know the actual effects. I'm not a Konami sponsored creator. But
Yep.
have good predictions, and like I said, it gives the archetype a proper strategy instead now. So, at least it's something. At least it's something for that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I was talking with a few people like, you really think Lightsworn is getting support in January? I was like, maybe, maybe. It's like, how the hell are they gonna balance it? Look at the chaos cards. That's how they're gonna balance it.
Yeah, heavy locking them is the best you can do. But is it is it going to stop it from being splashed exactly? Doubtful. We'll see what happens.
We all know what Lightsworn needs. Lightsworn needs a starter because God forbid if they have a good starter.
You mean a consistent starter?
A very consistent starter, because if you say Raiden is a starter, my boy, you tripping.
I mean, not. I mean, it is a starter, but it isn't. What you require.
We need an extender as well. That's the thing. We can debate. Wolf is an extender. I think something like a Shiren would do, but just lock people into it. Don't make it generically splashable.
Yeah, it can't be splashable in that sense.
Yeah. Also, I love that people said, we didn't expect Tier to be back, bitch. Bitch. Didn't you see what it took for Konami to literally kill the deck, but they still don't learn? All they had to do is ban Merly. Deck was dead.
Yeah, basically.
And they still had Kick Kalos, and they're still fucked.
Yeah, having less names is a harder hit than I feel like some people anticipated. Just for a simple fact, it's just like, oh, I can still play on your turn. Yeah, with how many names do you have total? You have 2 names that can fusion, period. And I think both of them are at 1 or 2. And only one of them will actually attempt to mill on your opponent's turn.
How the mighty have fucking fallen, dog.
And it also prevents Sprind and Elf to be splashed in there, because that is what very, very much carried the deck. I'm sorry. Anyone who says otherwise, excuse me?
Yeah, I was talking to a few players that are hyping up Rescue Ace's arrival in Master Duel. I was like, I can easily humble your deck into with one ban. I was like, nah, the deck is solid, dog. What the fuck do you mean? All right, good. What do you do without a Rodon? Silence.
Plenty. You literally look at current TCG.
Yeah, current TCG is interesting. It's a fair deck in TCG land, honestly.
It's, in all honesty, I would count it as obviously not to the same, head banging frustration that Eldritch was, but
Oh god.
it's a gatekeep deck. If your deck can't consistently take at least games off from Rescue Ace, you're not really going to go anywhere in the actual metagame to begin with. So, I mean,
So this is not ironically a saving grace for you. Enjoy.
back to the drawing board with you, basically.
Yep. I was gonna come in here and say, my god, it's been such a nice, quiet, and uneventful fucking time period in VTuber land. Opens up YouTube and realizes, holy shit, that's full of shit.
Yeah, that a lot of people are moving away from the term VTuber because of all this shit. I'm sorry, it's true. There's just been too much drama for this scene to even really be enjoyable for some people anymore, to be frankly honest with you. Hence
Yeah,
why
people
a
don't
lot
want.
of graduations, a lot of
Yeah.
burnout. Just
Here's the thing, right, dog? Here's the thing. It's a weird mix of you don't want to be associated with the idea of VTubing or the sheer concept of it because of the drama that's going on, right?
pretty much, yeah. That's why a lot of
I
people
mean,
started graduating.
I mean, it's an odd example, but in our community, when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, the closest thing we have to it, I think to an extent, is trap tricks. It's like, yeah, it's a deck you can play. It comes with a nasty stigma to it, though.
No, it definitely does. Even though the deck is genuinely a fun deck to play, let's be honest here. It's a fun deck to learn, and it teaches you great dueling etiquette and learning just the general basics of the game because it requires links, it requires Xyz. You need to understand chains and chain blocks, and it's just a overall fantastic starter of a deck. But it just has such a horrible stigma because of the chosen art style slash characters.
Yep, that comes with it. It's like what would be an entry level fucking deck for you? And I literally tell to someone, trap tricks. But I'm gonna warn you, you're gonna get a lot of nasty side glances, my boy. Is like, why? Proceeds to show Rafflesia. Proceeds to show Pudica.
Pudica's the worst offense. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Here.
when I saw Pudica, I was like, no. No.
Pudica's the worst offense. Like the others, some of them you can make. Actually, it's Pudica and Sarah. Those are the worst offenders. You could make arguments for some of the others, in all fairness. You could.
Or
should you? Probably
no.
not.
Most notably not.
But, in all fairness, yes, some of them are passable. Like, a small handful are passable. And to give credit where credit is due, some of them are passable, but that doesn't mean you should try to defend them.
It's just sad if you think about it. For $30, you're literally getting a deck that is potentially high rogue, even by today's standard in a TCG. But Jesus Christ, good luck not having to deal with the bad, the good, the bad, or the ugly with it.
Pretty much, yeah. It is honestly one of those archetypes that I would recommend as a starter, not as your mainstay, unless you really insist on it. If you insist on it, I'm not gonna stop you, but have fucking fun, I guess, dealing with that.
Yeah, I had someone explain to me, like, I don't understand the whole trap tricks thing. Like, even myself was like, I wanted to play this archetype when it came out in Masteral because I was like, oh, this is actually an interesting strategy. It is fundamentally speaking a very sound strategy. Problem is, we just said it.
Just Jesus Christ, those.
And that's, I don't know if it's a Konami mistake, honestly. The idea behind the cards is good. It's executed poorly, though.
Like, having just that aesthetic is just a horrible idea all the way around.
Yeah, but to give Konami the benefit of the doubt, I guess. It came around, I think the new support came around when? Was it last year? I think it was last year or the beginning of this year. Let me check. Structure deck. Yeah, 24th of February 2023.
Okay, so it was literally at the beginning of this year.
Yeah, it was at the beginning of the year. So I was gonna say I will give Konami the benefit of the doubt. The climate of the VTubing scene or whatnot, or just anime as a whole was different. Nah,
well,
I think
you have to remember that's the structure deck giving it extra support, not when Trap Tricks actually came out.
True.
Trap Tricks was the backbone of one of the most most popular decks of this format, hence why the format is named after it, Hat format.
Yeah.
Hat format is beloved to an extent. Think Vanities was legal though, so that's the only part that makes most people upset. And
We don't talk about that.
we
don't talk
can't
about
blame
that.
them on that one.
Yeah.
And then some people were frustrated by the hands, but yes and no. Like, I see it, I do. The hands were a very frustrating thing to deal with at the time, just because of how little removal we realistically had that couldn't be punished in that sense. You can't fully blame people for being upset with the hands existing, because, like I said, they were a
and I think it's frustrating because another stigma that we can talk about when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, even though I think we can both agree to an extent that it's a good beginner-friendly deck, it's any trap deck as a whole.
Not really, because there's a difference between having a starter-friendly deck and a deck that teaches you nothing, which means you literally just kind of you literally learn nothing playing the deck. If you're playing a pure Eldritch strategy, I'm sorry, you're not learning much from playing pure Eldritch. The only thing you're learning is how to avoid getting swung at.
Lord have mercy. Yeah.
And a little bit of resource management. I won't bash on it that hard.
It's fine,
you learn a little bit of resource management, but in the whole of Yu-Gi-Oh, you don't, like... To be honest with you, resource management is becoming less and less important to an extent for a majority of the meta / decks. You need to, as horrific as this sounds, you need to disrespect your opponent as much as possible. You honestly need to disrespect your opponent.
Oh, you don't say. Like, I literally go on Master Duel and I think to myself with my hand, if my opponent has this in hand, I have this as a backup. I can go into this line. I can have this. If he has Nibiru, I lose. It is what it is. You have to take that risk. You have to disrespect a hand trap at some point.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah, you are right. Is resource management still a thing in the game? Absolutely. Is it as vital as it used to be in prior formats? Not really.
Not in a way that's substantial enough where you actually care towards it.
Because, let's be honest, we have a massive amount of equalizers nowadays.
And
you
genuinely need to disrespect your opponent. I'm sorry. You need to disrespect your opponent as much as possible. And it's not just a matter of fact of, oh, I don't need to care about this hand trap, or, oh, I don't need... No, you also need to play as many just unfair cards as possible. I'm sorry, but if you refuse to play certain meta cards because I'm not a meta slave, and then you complain about not doing well at any tournament period, you're just being stupid. You're just stupid.
Yep. I had this conversation with a few people when it comes to OCG, and I was asking, yo, how much is your guys' cores? I was like, they're cheap. All right, how much is Max C? $30. How much is Ash? Give or take $20. How much is Call By? Kind of the same. I was like, well, we know what OCG prioritizes for a good reason.
And it's been clear through some interviews that they are just afraid of what will happen without Maxi. And in all fairness, their fear is correct. To be frankly honest with you, their fear is correct, because if we look at the different ban lists, our ban list requires hitting of more unfair cards, quote unquote, while they got to run basically for free in OCG for a while. Like a good while.
It's interesting. Because as much as Cat hates Maxi, I'm sorry, Cat. I'm sorry. Some of the fucking fuck you combo decks we're after dealing with, 90% of the time you're not gonna open the ideal hand for it. That's the sad truth.
No, unfortunately. And in a best of one format, you desperately need like heavy equalizers. And then if you look at TCG, like I said, it's very much a thing of, yeah, if we didn't have to ban Max, if we had Maxi unbanned, some of the cards that we want back could have survived for a lot longer. More than
True.
I'm pretty sure OCG still has Auroradon. I'm pretty sure.
Yep. You're 100% right on that one, Chief.
Meanwhile, we banned Auroradon basically ASAP. Man never even got a reprint. He didn't even get a reprint.
And here's the thing, I think even OCG players, when they sit back and look at the grand scheme of things, they can all agree, yo, TCG has a good metagame. Unironically.
I mean, yeah, we've been stuck in a set of formats for so long that have been so wild, all over the place and varied. I'm sorry, but I still don't know where the hell we're going with our meta.
We have some formats that we left behind already that are relatively unsolved, honestly.
We're still not able to name
best deck of the format.
Well, no, not best deck, quote unquote, but what is the name of our formats? For example, Toss, Thunder Dragon, Orcus, Sky Striker, Salamangreat, Hat, Hands, Artifacts, Traps. Edison, named after Edison, New Jersey, I believe.
Yep, Goat format named because of the spell card with the same name.
Scapegoat. Like, we have multiple things that we can name back to back for formats. Hell, our format of last year of this time exactly, pretty much, tier format.
Yep.
But literally for the past year, we've not been able to name our formats. If you say Kashtira format, cool. That was literally on Photon Hypernova's release, then never again. Then we've been all over the place since then. We've had random decks come out of the fucking woodworks and clap like the top dogs over and over again. Just what do we call this at this point? We can't call it anything.
We have no defined top cut contenders that consistently top cut. We don't have a format defining card over which the whole format revolves around. It's interesting. We don't have that marquee event, so to speak. We can say maybe Dortmund was that event to a degree.
We can't even say, oh, we just need to look at the top events and, average them all out. Cool, if you average all of them out, we're still in such a wide variety format. And before anyone says, oh, maybe they're all running the same idea. No, it feels like every deck has done something different or attempted to do something different.
Yep, and we're not in a format where you can say, oh, just run one side deck card that consistently outs everything every single deck does. It doesn't work like that.
The closest thing you got is Thrust, but that's just generically good no matter the scenario, pretty much. And Evenly.
Yep.
But even then, Evenly was not always the best of ideas.
It's indeed interesting when you just think about it. Like, we still have no defined format. And that kind of summarizes the ban list that we had recently, honestly.
Yeah, the only thing that they were doing there was honestly making it so that D-Link isn't as oppressive or tries to not be as oppressive.
Now they pulled a OCG mindset in which they said, we're not gonna hit power, we're gonna hit consistency.
And in all fairness, that is somewhat enough. Just because that was the power behind Dragon Link. It being consistent, able to get to its extenders all the time, just I don't know. We're in such a weird portion of the game. I can't
honestly,
say anything.
Konami just should focus on the next battle. It depends. We're gonna get Centurion by then. By then, I'm expecting maybe Calamity to get hit, unless Konami really wants people to squeal.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like, how long have Calamity Lock decks really done well? How long have they actually done well? They're good for like a weekend or two. A weekend or two.
After that, everyone is expecting it, honestly.
Calamity Lock only works in a meta where no one expects it. Because turn skipping only works to a certain degree. On top of that, one of our top dog decks doesn't play on their own turn pretty much at all. And being Labyrinth.
It's interesting to see where things are going to go, honestly. It's interesting.
No, it definitely is. But that's the reason why I've had so much difficulty trying to figure out what deck I'm going to be playing if I do play at this YCS.
Well, the YCS that you're going to is before December, before any meaningful ban list, of course, unless Konami changes their mind. Tier might be an option, maybe? Question mark.
I'm missing a few pieces for that, and I'm still trying to learn what build would be optimal, because I tried some of the Horus stuff. It feels like you overextend way too easily with the Horus stuff. Like, it's not even funny.
It's not even funny. Yeah, with Horus, tier overextends into Nibiru to no end.
Not just Nib, into a metagame where, you know, tier starts playing against each other. The Horus stuff is there to make zombie vampire pretty much exactly. And what do we not want to do again?
Overextend to heaven and back.
Well, not just that. Give our opponent the mills, which zombie vampire does.
It's wild. It's wild.
Clipped the wrong one. Okay, that explains it. I need 12. But yeah, I can't say if this is a healthy format or not, just for the simple fact that there's nothing to say unhealthy, but there's nothing to say healthy either, considering all the random shit that's happening.
I think TCG is in a good spot, honestly. There's no room for complaint here, honestly.
Well, minus stuff like D-Shifter.
It's interesting that I didn't hear that much complaints about D-Shifter. It did receive the reception that you would expect on live streams, but I didn't hear that much Floodgate complaints in chats. Could have been just a one-time thing, though.
If you're talking about the YCS chat, it's because I don't think it was ever shown.
Yeah, YCS Dortmund.
Yeah, I don't think anyone. I don't think many feature matches had Shifter or Eradicator show up. Problem is, that's gonna change in 2 weeks.
With the arrival of Centurion? Yeah, I know.
No, that's gonna be after the YCS. I'm going to actually.
What else am I missing then, Chief?
It's a singular card that we're getting in Age of Overlord. One singular card.
A singular fuck. Oh my god, SP Little Knight.
No. A singular card for a singular strategy to make Eradicator a fucking nightmare.
Go on.
Arias the Labyrinth Butler.
Oh, fucking hell, Arias. I forgot he's in that box.
Yep. Yeah, he is.
He's gonna be a secret, isn't he? He's gonna be a secret.
To be frankly honest with you, wouldn't surprise me. Oh, wait. Were you saying the rarity? No, he's an Ultra.
You think he's gonna be an Ultra?
He's already been revealed.
Ah, okay.
He's already been revealed.
Motherfucker, of course. I don't know, Konami's products have been interesting this past year. Like, the only product that I think, to an extent, we can agree that has been good is Photon Hypernova, I think. Exactly.
Even then, like, a lot of the, high value stuff fell out really, really quickly.
It's strange, honestly. I don't know, Konami needs to, if they're gonna fucking print that many fucking cards, at least make your cards useful.
The thing is, like, the point of the game is to allow people to be able to pretty much play whatever the hell they want. And there are cards in there that people just ignore in favor of the more powerful cards because they're just not aware.
Yeah, but it's sadly for a good reason. It is sadly for a good reason.
Not always.
Fair, fair.
A lot of people missed out on this singular common. Shoutouts to Dyer for being one of the few people who actually noticed it. I noticed it when I was looking through my bulk. Obimaru. The rank 2 Farfa.
Oh yeah, nobody fucking gave Onibimaru the time of day, even though Sprite was a thing there.
Sprite, I believe, had been announced by this point, or was about to be announced. Actually, yes, Sprite was already announced because I was looking through my bulk. I was like, oh shit, I have a rank 2. Oh shit, this is a Farfa? Guess I better get as many of these out of my bulk as possible.
Yeah. I think people were too tunnel vision because, let's be honest, Mannequin Cat had more practical use in the grand scheme of things.
Mannequin Cat wasn't even an option considered at the time.
For Sprite?
No, it wasn't. Like, the first thing people thought of was Cat Shark, actually. Funny enough. That was the first thing that came to people's mind. 4118.
Mhm. How much was this whole fucking set? How much did this set take you back? Like $100 or so?
Oh no.
This.
No.
Oh. How much was it?
40.
Oh, that's still a pretty penny.
I mean, yeah. 1718. It is a bit, but. And the worst part is, I have 19 others that I am going to want to do over time here. Go here. Right? Yeah.
Sorry, I'm dealing with an idiot on the side. I'm gonna tell you right away what it is. God. All right. I had this guy who was like, "Yo, dog, I'm feeling weird." It's like, "What do you mean?" I'm having heart palpitations. My head is hurting. I'm feeling like this weird bubbling noise in my fucking chest. I feel like a weird little tightness every now and then, like every hour or two, in my upper left fucking shoulder and whatnot. What the hell is going on? And I was like, "My boy, have you heard of this thing called touching grass?" Because you know those people that literally look up the internet every single thing? Like to them, a small shoulder pain is like, oh my gosh, I have a heart attack. I told you, dog, how much do you weigh? Actually, before you tell me, how tall are you? And how much do you weigh? 5'9", 200 pounds. Dog, you're overweight. All due respect, like, do you want all this to stop? Take a walk every day. 1 to 2 hour walk. Do you drink? I drink a couple of beers every now and then. Do you smoke? Yes, sir. Stop either one of them or both, preferably. That's it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, but I love booze. What would I drink? Sake? I don't know. Something more light. Honestly, tasted sake a little while ago. Tastes really good. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, there's this, by the way.
What's up?
Leg's done.
Ah, look at that. Ah, everything is coming together nicely.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll just do the waist now, because then I can actually put those pieces on and not worry about them flying everywhere or some shit and me losing them. Because I already took off the wrong hand piece, technically. So I'm going to need to adjust all that soon.
I find it quite insane some of the double standards people impose, honestly. Like, literally, someone called me out the other day on a VC and was like, dog, you're the guy that hates drama, but at the same time, you can't stop at looking at drama. I was like, yes. Why? Because I need to protect myself on the internet, smarty pants. I need to know what is cancel culture worthy nowadays.
Pretty much, yeah. As sad as that is. Are these the hip pieces to build? Are these replacement pieces for build? Yes, these are. Okay.
Also, looking back at this here, for a particular event, with a particular event in mind, we had a lot of fucking graduations, dog.
Yeah, there's been a lot of graduations. Again, just for a simple fact that no one wants to be associated with this bullshit anymore. Like, no one. Who wants to deal with a freaking place that will try to cancel you or scream at you for literally everything but nothing at the same time? That's just not healthy. By the way, if some of this stuff has been off screen, sorry. I work best when stuff is
Don't
close.
worry about it. Don't
Stuff is
worry about
closer
it.
to me. Okay. Just get the hip piece together. Let's see. So, this piece facing that way. These pieces are basically the same, aren't they? So we just slide them in. There we go.
So I was sitting there and one of my buds was like, "Yo, do you want to see this shitty ass Japanese horror flick?" It's like, how bad can it be? When I saw the title, my boy, I was like, "Ain't no goddamn way this actually fucking happened." Actually, what the fuck am I talking about? So, what are the in your right now? If I ask you, what are the two biggest yokai in Japanese fucking horror culture? What comes to mind?
The one where from I forget the names. It's the film one.
You don't have to name me the names. You just tell me the movies.
I don't remember movie names. I'm not good with names in general.
Is The Ring and The Grudge.
I was about to say.
So they were like, let's make these two clash. I was like, how the hell are you gonna fucking do that?
Oh no.
So they took Sadako's cursed tape and they thought to themselves, you know what the biggest fucking assful would be? Because Sadako does not allow her victims to die unless it's by her own rules, let's bring this bitch to another yokai location, famous in fucking Japan, so that they cancel each other out.
Oh
Could
no.
possibly go wrong.
Oh no.
On top of that, let's seal them in a well. Two of the strongest yokai in fucking horror. Yeah, let's put them in the well. It ended exactly how you would think it would end.
Yeah. Yeah.
What happened? Yeah, what happened was the protagonists, of course, sealed them in the well because MC power, bitch. But what happened was they blew that seal sky high, and what emerged was a fusion of the two. I was like, God damn it. Well, you fucked up.
Oh, who could have seen that fucking coming?
Yep.
Are all of these literally alternative belt pieces for the others as well? What the fuck?
Oh my god, that is actually a fucking intricate set if that is the case.
Well, it's Decade. So
Yep.
his gimmick is the fact that he can transform into any rider from the Heisei era. Any rider.
Anything? Anything.
So, what they decided to do is that have alternate belt pieces well, yeah, pretty much alternate belt pieces. So you could do exactly that. What's even funnier? These tiny cards actually will fit into the belt.
Those tiny ass fucking. Holy shit.
Yes, I will show you one.
Holy shit, they're so small! How could
Yes.
you not lose these things?
I'm gonna have to get some sort of storage device for this, because there's a lot of pieces. Because there's also alternative hands that you can put with this.
My head hurts more than it already does. Jesus Christ.
Oh, fantastic. This thing does not want to pop out correctly. Okay, there we go. Here you go. The little
That
decade
is
card.
that is an impressive amount of detail.
The decade card. And we put it in. Decade card goes in. How do you take it out? Well, you gotta take off the belt buckle, and then you can flick it out from there, pretty much. There you go. It is a process and a half. And what's horrifying is that it has an open state where you can do this. So let me clip off the open state. Pop this bad boy on. And then there you go. An open Decade belt.
That is actually impressive. Holy shit.
And here comes the annoying part.
Getting it out?
Nope. These things right here.
Ah, say less. Say less. We might need Dee's help because Dee has smaller hands.
No.
Smile.
No, they do not.
Wait, what?
You forget. I am the smaller of us two.
God damn it! I'm trying to help you here, Sonny.
By 2 inches. 1 or 2 inches.
As a man, you know that every inch counts when in any debate. Sadly.
Not really. I don't give 2 fucks. I'm the very few. I know. Wait, which direction is supposed to go? I just realized. Okay, hold on. These need to go here, because that's where the rounded portion is.
It's actually insane when you look back at VTubing. I'm just taking a stroll back down memory lane.
What, how it started?
If we're being honest with ourselves, the first proper out there famous VTuber was Miku.
No.
Wait, what?
What, Hatsune Miku?
Yeah, Hatsune Miku.
So the problem with her is that she was never a VTuber, quote unquote.
Yeah, in the proper sense of the word, yeah, you're absolutely right. If we're talking about proper VTuber, that'd be Kizunai.
Yes. Yes, it would. I feel like a lot of people forget Kizunai sometimes because she was way more popular in Japan than here. Although Lost Paws did help, give a slight introduction here.
And then came the COVID era, or as a lot of people like to call it, the worst time in human history so far, and the biggest blessing for the VTubing community as a whole.
Hololive EN.
Yeah, because let's be honest here, as much as we can acknowledge the first generation of Hololive, which was what? I think it was Sora Subaru, not Subaru, who was it?
I genuinely don't remember. I think the first one was just Sora.
I think it was Sora and Miku. I think it was Sora and Miko.
Maybe Miko, maybe.
Maybe, mate.
But I believe it was just Sora first. I believe it was just Sora first.
And then we had the fucking Hololive gamers, which was a dog, a cat, and do I need to say more?
Yeah, as sad as that is, they are unfortunately the most memorable out of all of them.
Like, a lot of people was like, isn't it a little rude to only acknowledge some but not all? And I need to
fuck this. God damn it.
Oh, what? What up? What up?
These very, very tiny stickers. They look big, but that's because there's a border on them. These very tiny stickers have to go inside the little portion.
Oh yeah, that is small as a motherfucker.
I'm just going to wait on those because these are at least pieces I can remove to sticker later. I'm not doing that. Instead, what we're going to do is finish clipping out E2 because E2 contains a leg piece and the other pieces that I want to get done for all of this to begin with. Go. There we go. Snap these bad boys together here. And then we got stickers for here. $29. Oh boy, 30. Come on. Get out of there. Thank you. 30. Goes that little portion there. Holy crap. Yeah, I see
Have
why.
you considered Huh?
I see why people recommend the instructions recommended tweezers. I was just like, oh, it can't be that bad. These parts don't look too bad. I ignored the stickers like an idiot.
Not that bad. Oh. Oh. I tell you what.
Again, kids,
This
is why reading and not ignoring
This is
instructions
important.
is very important.
I'll tell you what. I just looked over Steam. I feel bad if you were for anyone that was an Overwatch fan. It's coming along pretty nicely, Sofkey.
I mean, if you here's your update. Here's your completion update.
We getting there. We getting there.
Here's the issue though, Sofk, by the way. The eyes don't stick. The lenses do not stick. At all.
Go get your money back.
No, it was just more a unfortunate design flaw than anything, being these don't clip correctly. Like, these don't clip in correctly. What's gonna end up happening is that I'm probably just gonna just take some strong and clear glue and just dab a little bit on there and just secure them on that way. But for now, Decade will have silver eyes. 1 second.
This one's gold. Keeping this for later. So, how is it your first day at the new workspace, huh? Shadow? Dog. Ah, can you hear me?
Sorry, I was taking a call.
What happened?
I was just taking a call.
Oh, okay. Don't scare that. I thought stream went down and he couldn't hear me.
No, I said, hold on, give me a second. I thought you heard that.
It must have cut just precisely then.
Okay. You know, I said that this might be a multi-stream thing. I don't think it will be. Cause we're literally
You're gonna
almost
finish.
done.
Sheesh.
We're literally almost done. We're the only things that
We're
will be
more.
left is
Yep.
just decals, which I'm just gonna ask some help for because I'm not trying to bang my head against a brick wall for that. Just just help with decals because I'm not trying to do that by myself with my unsteady fucking fingers. What even the hell is that? Does that go on the inside of the fucking thing? Do not tell me that. No, it doesn't. Where are those stickers from? Oh, I think I see it. Do these go on the... Where did the pieces go? Okay, that... Does that go on... Yeah, I think it does. 28. Yes. I was like, hold on, what are these stickers for? They're for this thing.
Ah, God bless the dear servant. Basically engage 2.0, but worse.
It's worse because it does lock you out for the turn from your extra deck.
True, if you care, that is.
Some decks do. Also, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think it's for the rest of the turn. I think it's until the end of the next turn.
Yeah, for some reason, Dogmatica punishment is way worse than its lock. It locks you until the end of your turn. Your next turn, that is.
Yeah. Well, the Dogmatica is fine extra deck heresy, so.
Extra deck heresy, true.
Use the soft material to push that in. There we go.
Also, I love extra for being the best worst pot possible.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's literally, do you give a shit about your extra decks, sir, or do you wish to literally spend an excessive amount of money on 3-ofs?
In all fairness, the 3-ofs that you would run in a deck that plays extra aren't even that expensive anymore. Like
I think
the nightmares you would run.
Ensis is cheap. Garura's cheap. What else?
Also, not following directions on this because it's literally just a mirror image of the last leg.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can run that is pretty cheap. Pretty cheap.
Another nice thing about having this model kit is the fact that I will have a great reference for making a full-on cosplay of him.
I think we did the math once. Like, the most expensive at the time deck that we could find in Yu-Gi-Oh! Was what, Cyber Salvage? Or Base Salvage?
I was about to say based, I believe was what it was. Not
Because I think we rounded it up at the lowest rarity for each one at the time. And Prosby was like, what, $100 a piece at a time?
Yeah, Prosby and the DPE engine was the most expensive portion of any of those. It's always those two.
Yep, and that came up at a resounding 1.2 fucking K.
Yep.
And
Granted,
the most expensive deck.
Granted, we had to take it with a grain of salt because the prices weren't 100% accurate the entire time.
True.
Knew that was coming.
What? Yeah.
Thank you.
Another one coming?
Potentially. There it is.
Yeah, there it is. That's it.
Thank you. So glad that these model kits are fairly simple enough. I did pick a more complex one to start off with just so I could get used to certain things. Because I always found that was the easiest way to get practice. Still need those. Yeah, we're not clipping out any more of these belt pieces yet. I don't think we need any of these belt pieces yet. Because I think most of these are for other figures. Figure out where 10 goes. This is section A. You figure out where they put the thing for A10, like where you put A10 stuff. Because I genuinely have no idea. It's probably an obvious thing I'm missing. I think that's all the pieces cut from here. Click this. Okay. So this is for the Neodeca driver. Up. Okay. Take this. Clip it which direction?
Almost there, baby. Almost there.
Yep. Only a singular stream to do this. Minus, you know, the issue with the eyes, but it's fine. Just meet up with my friend another day and get that all squared away.
I just love to troll Konami sometimes. You know that they released Rush recently in Duel Links, right?
Yeah.
And I was playing with Morgana there, and I literally shouted at the top of my lungs, "Holy shit, that bitch has an Ankh!"
Oh my god.
Konami,
Very
you missed the censorship, my boy.
You're doing that fucking troll?
It's insane, dog. It's so insane what Konami's gonna do to censor stuff. Like, censor the fucking candles off of aromas.
Well, more like the fire, but yeah, I get the sentiment.
Yeah. I understand censoring rockets. By name, of course.
I mean, yeah.
You'll have to literally translate them to bullet.
Yeah.
There's no pussyfooting around that.
Yeah, they're literally just bullet dragons. That's all they are.
Yep. Shout out to Rocket Tracer, the best boy of the archetype. Also, shout out to Rocket Coder for being absolutely, not absolutely useless, but in the grand scheme of things, be useless.
Still yet to figure out a place for him. Like, I have no idea how you would ever use him correctly.
They were trying to integrate him into both by making him be considered a dragon on field for the Link summon of a rocket. Problem.
You mean for a Boral?
For a Boral, yeah. Problem.
No, Boral cares about it being a dragon.
There is a problem, which is your best starter only cares that if it's a level 4 or lower dragon.
It's not Boral by name, so... Baba Booey.
Exactly. Baba Booey. And as for Code Talkers have too many good extenders to even consider this guy. I'm sorry. I am sorry.
Like, oh, but he's another in-hand linker. Sure. Like, you would search him over Ibli or Microcoder. Like, that is totally what I would waste my search. Or Firewall Defensor. Or literally just... He has no spot in any of those archetypes.
Yeah, that's the sad reality of it. Is the argument of, oh, but he's an extender, right? Code generator, microcoder.
You can't say code generator because code generator is Earth, so you can't search him off of codec in that sense.
That is true, but it does have a more beneficial effect that he has.
And here's an issue, by the way. If you wanted to talk about Boral monsters to be used for code talkers, we technically have one, kind of. Problem, he's not a code talker by name.
Yeah.
Like, at all. Like, sure, Boral Code Dragon is certainly a fucking card, but it is
It's
only,
not that good.
kind of. It's actually can be used to out Dragoon, as hilarious as that is.
Yeah, because because his effect allows you to summon the out.
Well, it just basically tributes it off to make the out. Unfortunately, that is an activate effect, if I remember right. So even then, and even worse, because it's not a code talker by name, you can't abuse it in code talkers. And for Borals, for the Boral portion for Rocket Coder, it doesn't care if its materials are dragons or not, I believe. So once again, we are at this shit useless.
Yeah, it was literally designed as a fucking anime wet dream card between fucking Revolver and fucking Playmaker, and that's it. It's a fantasy card.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what if these two teamed up? I'm gonna
If
steal,
these two,
I'm gonna steal quotes from Paper Box House, who appeared on Lythero's video. How y'all gonna combine and make mid?
how are you gonna combine the two best decks in Vrains and make him shit?
Well, no, they were. Rocket was not a good deck until much later, and even then, it's not even the star player of the strategies anymore. Not really. Code Talker's never been a good deck, to be honest with you. It's never been a meta deck.
As sad as that is, yeah.
The best deck from Reigns was
Goki.
No, because Goki didn't play any Goki extra cards. If we're talking pure strategy, it was Ultrageist. Ultrageist played
Nice.
pretty much pure by itself and murdered every single person and their mother.
Yep, but if we're talking playability, I think every single deck in Vrains saw a capacity of play in one shape or another. Like all of them.
Not Code Talkers.
Yeah, I don't think just counting Microcoder as a small tech and math spec counts, so...
Microcoder never appeared in Vrains to begin with.
I didn't say anything to think about it.
For one, and then for two, the only relevant Code Talkers that have ever been around have been Transcode and Access Code exactly.
Yep.
I think the others were used just because of their link arrows, but do we really want to count them because of their link arrows? Because if they weren't used for their effect, then what was the point?
Ignisters never saw meta play. Goki
No,
saw meta play.
Ignisters did see meta play.
Oh, it did?
For like 2 formats. This was before Master Duel was even a thing, so that's why you probably had no fucking idea.
Well,
Yes.
could be.
Yes, they did see meta play. Yes, they were fairly strong, actually. They were actually not horrendous.
Who would have imagined that a fucking massive 6K tower could be that good?
This was during a time where we forgot the existence of kaijus, for one. And for two, we didn't have a lot of side deck room at this time because there was other things running around, so basically...
Honestly, Konami's biggest mistake when it comes to Lynx is Master Roll 4 as a whole.
To an extent, because the problem with Master Roll 4 is the fact that it created problematic cards that were absolutely mandatory for you to even play the game because of how Master Roll 4 was, but it definitely had the effect that we wanted of, we tried to slow the game down a little bit.
Yeah, we slowed it enough to even bring a card like fucking TG Hyper Librarian back to 3.
For a bit.
Yeah.
Um,
Every deck needed links. Not would have liked to play links. Needed.
yep, and that's what kind of broke the entirety of that master rule, because the fact that everyone needed links, which means everyone needed their at least, you know, the archetypes that Konami wanted to promote. All of them needed good link monsters to work with, but for, you know, certain archetypes, they needed to be incredibly generic because they just did not have enough in archetype cards to play by themselves, which mean then everything else breaks immediately. So I think our biggest offender of that one is Heavy Metal Foes Electromite.
We can
offender.
We can name some of the biggest war criminals in the Master Rule fucking era. If we start with Link 1s, they're not that many, not ironically.
Well, like I said, I'm talking about like cards that were required for the archetype because that's how Master Rule 4 required it.
Well, if that's the way we're putting it, Summon Stork?
Summon Stork was generic. We can't count her pretty much at all.
I still can't believe they released something like Summon Sorcerers. It's insane.
No, I can't either. How the fuck do you put the sword in his hand?
There's no way you still have one.
What?
One Summon Sorcerers?
No, I don't.
Ah, okay.
I was saying, how do you put the sword in the hand? That's how. They didn't want to commit more plastic to adding another hand to hold the sword specifically versus holding the gun, so they just made it so that you have to remove the thumb to do that. But so minus the fact that the eyes don't stick right now. Decade is done.
And there you have it. Kamen Rider Decade.
Minus the fact that he has silver eyes, but it's fine.
Well, we still have just the stickers to put in, right?
Yeah, we have... Well, actually, let me get the stickers done for the Neo Deca driver, at least the pieces that I can get to.
BRB.
Sounds good. I also need to figure out where the hell does A10 go? Where in the hell does A10 go? Oh, okay. I see it. I see it. I see it. A10 goes right here. So we can actually attach Decade to the stand. Come on. Sticker out. That's actually non-ironically the best way to put that in. Just straighten it in and press it into the mat. Because then the mat just squishes it around the way I need it to. Yep. go, chat. Kamen Rider Decade in his full glory, minus his lens. All right, well, that makes it super simple, I guess. We're done here. Pretty much. It's just gonna be some final touches and that's it. We're out. All right. Well, we're going to end stream here. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you for the raids from Athluma and Morgana. Thank you so much. Y'all were fantastic to be around. And hopefully we'll be back with either another model kit, hopefully, or we'll just be doing more shenanigans on Minecraft or Terraria. But there's Decade. And with that, I think we'll go ahead and find someone to raid. And, or not, I guess, because I don't have anyone to stream to. Huh. I guess we'll just fire off on Twitch and see if we can find anyone that I want to send you all off to. Oh, and one more thing, actually. One more thing. I would appreciate if everyone followed me here, because if/when Twitch decides to implode on itself because the company is making very, very dumb decisions, I will be probably transferring over here as my new location as for streaming. So I would appreciate if everyone followed over here as well. But while we figure that out, let me figure out someone to raid really quick. Let me see. Is there someone I actually want to raid even?
Ooh. Who is that, Seth? Who is that?
It is Kamen Rider Decade. We are pretty much done. I am trying to find someone to stream though. So, well, stream.
That's what I was saying. Who are we raiding? Who are we raiding, boy?
Trying to figure that out right now.
Hmm.
And I'm not having much luck, to be honest with you.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
There's no one I feel like would be interesting to raid.
Mio's not out and about. Who else?
Nah, I already know that man's gonna go. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, everybody's rocking
Stream.
battery.
Shut
I'm
up.
not trying to.
Don't want that stream.
This one is not online. God damn it!
Well,
now yeah.
Unfortunately,
Did you find some?
No, unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to raid anyone. That's a little saddening.
There must be someone that could use the blessing. Should we look into the Yu-Gi-Oh just portion of things or
been
whatnot?
looking around, just seeing what will show up, and there's not really anyone who actually.
We need.
I think I actually did find. No, there. It's all either just people I don't care for or just toxic stuff right now. All right. Well, we'll just end it without a raid
Sad,
today, unfortunately.
It is what it is, but it was a good stream. Good stream.
Yep. So we'll just end it off here with a nice farewell, and remember, shadows be upon you, friends, and may the cards decide your fate.